You enter the room, but she doesn't notice you yet. Not because she's distracted, but because she's used to the world chasing her attention. You remain calm, silent, observing. You feel the pulse of her presence. And in that stillness you realize something essential. Desire is not created through noise or flattery. It is sparked by restraint, by control, by the subtlety of truth. If you speak carelessly, you dissipate the tension, the mystery, the gravity that draws people toward you. But if you choose your words with precision, with weight, you become unforgettable. There are 3 truths you may offer her, 3 statements that pierce through the triviality of everyday conversation. The first is a recognition of her strength, quiet, unspoken, almost imperceptible. I notice the way you carry your burdens without losing your calm. Not her beauty, not her smile, but the discipline in her spirit. She senses it immediately. This is a reflection of Stoic respect, valuing character over appearance, resilience over fleeting charm. In hearing this, her mind turns inward. She pictures herself, not just as she is, but as someone worthy of recognition, someone rare, someone seen. The second is a reflection of her impact on the world, not just on you. You make the space around you sharper, clearer, alive. Again, this is not empty praise. This is an acknowledgement of presence, a subtle acknowledgement that she alters the world simply by being. Stoics know this power, the recognition that every individual shapes their own sphere of influence through action, through composure, through clarity of thought. When you speak this, her imagination awakens. She begins to notice herself differently, and in doing so, she begins to imagine you as someone who truly sees, someone who perceives beyond the surface. The third is a mirror of her authenticity. You are unafraid of your truth, even when others fear it. This is not a compliment meant to flatter. It is a recognition of integrity, the essence of Stoic admiration. You are not promising her the world, nor attempting to bind her to fleeting emotions. You are naming her strength. She feels it resonate in her chest, a quiet acknowledgement of her own power. And it is this subtlety that lingers, that occupies the space between thoughts, that turns idle attention into reflection, into longing, into a fascination that cannot be forced. Notice how none of these words are desperate. They are not attempts to charm, to manipulate, to fill silence. They are markers of presence, of observation, of mastery over yourself. The Stoic understands that influence is not achieved through clamor, but through quiet authority, through emotional detachment that does not seek to control, only to reflect the truth as it is. In practicing this, you do more than inspire attraction, you provoke thought. You provoke self-recognition. You provoke desire without needing to chase it. If she lingers on your words tonight, it is not because they were sweet, or because they promised delight, but because they were rare. They were measured. They were untainted by need. In this, she experiences a subtle tension, a pull toward the calm center you inhabit, a curiosity that cannot be silenced. And in that silence, in the reflective pause that follows your presence, she finds herself imagining more than the moment you, not as a figure to possess, but as a principle, a challenge, a mirror to her own inner strength. And as you leave, as the room exhales in your absence, she carries the echo of your words, not as noise, not as vanity, not as longing, but as a reminder of a deeper truth. That real power lies in self-mastery, in restraint, in observing and acknowledging what is essential while discarding what is trivial. And perhaps, she wonders quietly, what it would mean to meet another who speaks with the same gravity, the same quiet discipline, the same honesty, a fleeting glance, a silent smile, and the night carries her thoughts into the dark, where they settle like stones in still water. You do not chase them. You do not need to. You simply remain steady, calm, unshaken, a testament to the unseen force that shapes the world quietly, without haste, without claim.